Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm here in another live for you guys. I am Rose, and I am a success and confidence coach that loves to help people get out of their own way so that they can have the life that they desire. And if you are interested in work with me, you can go to roseelife.com. And I do email coaching, and I also work with people one on one, and you can see the options there. So, today, I want to talk about I am worthy and deserving. Why I want to talk about these are affirmations, if you will, but I want to get to what they really feel like and how to know if you're actually believing this for yourself because it is very important. Before, when I first learned about anything about manifesting and those kind of things, is hi guys, is I heard these terms and I just like thought, yeah, I'm worthy, I'm deserving. Yeah, okay, give me my stuff. Right. That was kind of my attitude of affirmation. All right, I'll say anything, just like I want my stuff. And on my own journey with manifesting and coaching and as a therapist, so for years doing this, working and listening with so many different people. Hi, Al. Yes, you caught me live, just like you wanted. Um, Really listening to, even if you sleep with these meditations, these nighttime meditations that I have and other people have on their channels as well, or you're working with a coach or you're reading information about feeling worthy, about feeling deserving, about feeling valued, validated, good enough, all of those affirmations, right? What are you really saying? And why does it matter? It matters greatly because when you realize what you're actually saying, it makes you one, you're going to believe it faster. You're going to believe it really fast, even whether you're asleep or awake. You're going to, because your rational mind wants to know everything. Okay. Your rational mind wants reasons, data, it wants evidence, it wants proof, blah, 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 right? The five sense mind wants all this proof. So, you understanding what you're saying is going to help you sink these beliefs in a lot faster. So, that is why I did one video already on I'm valuing and validating myself. And today I want to talk about I am worthy and deserving and why it's so important, how you can tell if you're actually you get this, you believe in this, and if your behaviors are matching what you're saying. Because what people don't like to do is they want to sleep to these affirmations, and during the day they're not behaving or acting as if they are feeling these affirmations. So I want to help you guys out so you this really sinks in. Okay, so hi everyone. Okay, so I am worthy, I am deserving. Think about what that means. I am worthy, I'm worth it, right? I'm worth it, I'm deserving. Well, a lot of people don't feel like they're worthy of love, worthy of a relationship, worthy of money. They don't feel like they deserve it unless they earned it, unless they had to prove themselves worthy of it. Like, for example, like I have several degrees. Okay. So a lot of people say, oh, well, she earned it because she went to school. Well, she earned it because she did her time. Do you see the earning part of it is that feeling like, oh, well, she deserves it or he deserves it. He did his time. I'm going to give you a really cute story. So I was at my eye doctor last week, and I was waiting in line, and there's this lady in front of me, and then there is this cute little man, this older man at the counter checking in, and I heard the receptionist asked him, "Have you traveled out of the country for like COVID stuff?" And he said, "Yes." And she said, "Okay, for where and for how long?" And he said, "Oh, I went to Greece and I was there for 7 weeks." And instantly, me and the girl in front of me were like, "Ooh, right? That sounds so fun. That sounds so nice." And the old man turns around and he says, "Yeah, well, I have worked 45 years. And after you work 45 years, he says, one day you'll be able to do that too." And then he turned around and I laughed and I said, "No," I said, "I'm already deserving of that now. I don't have to work 45 years to get what I want." And the lady in front of me, she laughed. She said, "That's right." She says, "If I have an opportunity, I'm doing it now." And I said, wow, I said, what different way of thinking, right? This is very common. Most people walk around thinking that they have to earn or they have to deserve it because they did their time, they worked hard, they put in the hours. This is what most people are conditioned to think and believe since you're little. Earn it and then you can enjoy it. Right? Do the work and then you can have your Budweiser time on Friday at 5, or you get your cookie after you do your homework. You have to earn and prove your worth that you can have the prize. Do you see? So and now that you're in learning about manifesting and you're learning about who you really are, when I discovered who I really am, I was like, oh my God, like literally all of that crap that I learned my whole life is irrelevant. I was born, and you all too, I was born worthy. I was born deserving, whole, complete, enough. I don't have to earn anything. I don't have to. I don't have to deserve anything. I don't have to prove to anyone that I'm worthy of love or worthy of receiving my millions of dollars. I don't have to earn anything. I don't have to go jump through hoops and show everybody that I am worthy and deserving of anything. I don't care what it is that you're manifesting. I don't care what it is that your dream goal, your desire, your business, whatever it is that you want, you do not have to prove to anyone that you're worthy and deserving of it. Not even a bank, okay? Because we're taught like, oh yeah, you're going to have to go improve yourself and you're going to have to show your business plan. You're going to have to talk someone into why they should like you. You're going to have to talk someone into why they need to give you a chance and why you deserve this opportunity and blah, blah, blah. Think about all those words that we hear all the time. So instead, this is what people do is they go through their whole life feeling like they have to earn it. So let me translate what that really looks like in real life. Controlling, trying to force someone, manipulating, trying to get a back door, trying to network, get into the right people, trying to network with the right people, trying to have someone do you a favor, try to get someone to give you a little handout, right? You're trying to get something or someone to see your worth by force. And if you're not doing this by force externally, you are also trying to control yourself internally. What does that look like? Restrictive eating, restrictive drinking, restrictive spending. You're trying to restrict yourself in some way. You're trying to be perfect. You're trying to do the exact technique perfectly so that you can perfectly get what you want. So these are all controlling behaviors, trying to force something to happen, trying to make things happen, okay? You don't have to try. You don't have to force. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to beg. You don't have to ask anyone to give you anything. You are not here to have handouts. You are worthy the way that you are. You were born worthy. You were born deserving. You were born enough, whole, and complete. Worthy means I don't have to give or do or be anything or anyone else than I am right this second. It doesn't matter how many mistakes that you think you have made, how many screw ups you think you have made, how much time has passed. It does not matter. Right this moment, you are always worthy and deserving of whatever it is that you want. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you want a pink cat with a horn on it. You are deserving and worthy of it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to ask someone's permission. It is already yours. You are worthy and deserving. Why is this important? Because if you don't feel like you're worthy of it, why should, let's say, the universe or I am or whoever, why should it even deliver it to you if you don't feel like you deserve it, like you have to work for it? So if you have beliefs that you feel like you have to work hard for something, that you have to prove your worth for it, that you have to show your society, your culture, your family, your neighbors, the dog, whoever, that you're deserving of this thing and you have to earn it, you have to go around saying I'm sorry to everybody, you have to beg forgiveness, you have to plead with people, you have to go light 100 candles at church and because you're worthy now. Do you see what I mean? So if you feel that way, you are going to actually have to live that out yourself. And you don't want to go through life feeling like you have to prove yourself to everybody. Okay. So, oh, Sharon, thank you. Thank you. If you have a question, I'm going to come back to you. I want to finish what I have to say, and then I want to come in and answer your questions. Okay. Um, so I wanted to share this. It was so important. And as you guys see, I haven't been on my channel for like a week now, the last time I made. I have been thinking about you guys, and I'm like, I'm going to go on there when I have the inspiration to do that. I don't force myself to do this. I literally go on here when I know that there's something that needs to be said. And how do I know? Because I feel it and I know it. And I come on here with my heart and I open up to you guys. And also everything that I share with you guys, I practice. Okay. So if I feel like I'm getting a little wobbly, and this last week I was like, nope, I have to be the priority. I have to make myself a priority and I have to go within and I have to ask myself, girl, are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? And that's exactly what I've been doing. So I don't force myself to come on here unless I just come on here when I really feel inspired to. And I don't force anything ever, because when you try to make something happen, what you're sending message out to people, to things, to whatever you desire, is that you're not worthy and you have to try harder. You have to try harder. You have to keep doing something else. You have to keep doing a technique. You have to keep watching videos. You have to keep scripting. You have to keep feeling better. You have to change yourself. You have to change your hair. You have to change. You have to forgive people. You have to forgive yourself. The list never ends, by the way, because if that is you right there are showing yourself that you do not feel deserving and worthy of what you are manifesting or what it is that you're creating as a goal for a business or whatever it is. You guys know I love talking about business. So if you don't feel worthy and deserving the way that you are this moment right now, how the hell do you expect your desires to come to you? Okay. You are worthy and deserving. You were born it. And the only thing that happened, and this is what I believe that happens to everybody, is that we learn stories and beliefs about not being worthy, and that we have to try and prove ourselves and be hard and work really hard at this. We have to go out of our way to make things happen, that we have to know the right people, that we have to look different, smell different, act different, think different. We have to do all of these things in order to get what we want. So imagine if you go through your life and you have proven this to yourself time and time again, because you got a degree, because of the way you got a job, because of the way you met someone, right? Whatever it is, you have proven to yourself that that belief is true. Then you come on into manifesting. You're going to treat manifesting like you have to get a job, to start a business, to meet someone, to lose weight. You're going to treat this just like you have done all those other things in your life. Why would you treat this anything different? You've had success all these other ways, so of course you're going to apply the same belief to manifesting. That is where I have to pause you and remind you, coming home to who you really are was you were born without any of these beliefs. You were born without limitations. You were born fully worthy, loved, valued, seen, heard, all of those things. You didn't have to go get them. They were already you. So what we're doing is shedding all the bullshit, all the crap, the stories, the beliefs that we have to prove ourselves, that we have to become something, that we have to do penance or whatever so that we feel our worth and deserve what we want. No, you don't. You don't. So remember, if you're not feeling worthy, it's going to come across as you controlling, trying, manipulating, trying 100 million techniques, trying to make things happen, forcing, and you can almost feel your body like physically leaning in when you think about your desire. If you feel like you're leaning in and your body will tense up, you will literally, your body will constrict, it contract. If you're like, let's say you're saying an affirmation throughout the day, if you notice that you're constricting, you're like, yeah, you feel you got to drop it like a hot potato and not even try, because you are not doing yourself a favor. You are back into controlling, and being worthy and deserving feels relaxed. It feels like you're leaning back. Like, of course, I'm deserving. I was born deserving. I'm born worthy. Of course, I'm going to get what I want. I don't have to make this happen. And if you don't feel, the opposite of controlling and trying and forcing is feeling the worthiness, which you go into, how am I talking to myself? Am I comparing myself to other people? Am I comparing myself to other people that are manifesting things? Am I comparing my body to other bodies? Am I comparing my business to other businesses? Am I comparing my situation to other people? And when you compare yourself, you're going to feel like shit. Even Buddha said that comparison is a death of happiness. So you're not going to feel good if you're comparing. That's a red flag that you are not feeling worthy right there, that you're not feeling deserving. Okay. If you find yourself comparing yourself, right? Also, are you criticizing yourself? If you go stand in front of the mirror right now, the end all be all, God honest truth is, if you're in front of a mirror, butt naked, what are you telling yourself? You will see that next time you come out of the shower. Or are you avoiding the mirror altogether? I know I've clients for years that I used to help with different eating disorders and body dysmorphia, and they couldn't do it. In fact, they didn't have a mirror in the house because they didn't want to see themselves, right? Are you avoiding yourself? Are you neglecting yourself? Are you not taking care of your body? Are you not feeding it? Are you not caring for it? Are you not making yourself a priority? Because someone that feels deserving and worthy will care for themselves. So sleep with nighttime affirmations. Visualize what it is that you want. But during the day, what is your behavior like? Is it matching up to the person that truly does feel worthy and deserving? Because your behaviors will show it. You can't hide it. You literally cannot hide what you truly believe, because your beliefs, your core beliefs, and all your beliefs, when they're really embedded in there, let's say in your subconscious, right? I always say it's like a little record player playing in the background, all right? And they're just playing an auto loop, and you don't even have to be aware of it. You don't have to think about them. They're just there, and they're playing out every second of the day. You don't even have to decide, okay? So when you change those beliefs, these are general beliefs, right? Of, I am worthy, I am wanted, I am deserving, I am enough, I'm loved, right? I like myself. I think I'm cute, right? I think I'm funny. Of course, everybody wants to be my friend. I'm really good with money. Okay. At the beginning, it feels like you're lying to yourself. Okay. A lot of people say this, not everybody, but a lot of people say that. That's only because you have these old beliefs playing in the background that are manifesting themselves every second, right, of the day. And you're just like, you're not aware of these. You're like, I don't believe that, because you can't even see this. So changing your beliefs, right? You can do that by visualizing, who am I as a person that feels worthy, that feels loved, wanted, deserving? How does she think? How does he act? How does this person behave? That is how you get into the feeling of being that person. And changing the beliefs, that's one way you can do it, just by imagining, and you can shift really fast, okay? But then when you want to bounce out of that image or that version of yourself, then you got to be aware and kick your little butt back into it. Okay, that's the persistence that Neville talked about. He didn't say one and done. Yes, it is one and done as long as you stay focused in that version of yourself. And if you notice that you're out of it because you're going to go back to acting like controlling, I got to do something, I got to work for it, I'm not deserving, right? Then you got to get yourself back in there. You can never screw it up. The whole thing is just to get in there, get into that version, and stay there as much as possible of the day. And then you will see things manifest. Okay. The other way is like what I do, and a lot of people talk about, is sleeping with nighttime affirmations. And those change your core beliefs as well while you're sleeping. But during the day, you're still going to have to be aware of what you're doing, because while you're shifting from one state to the other, it could happen very quick, right? But no one's perfect. Neville Goddard wasn't even perfect, okay? He had to bounce back and go beg Abdullah, please help me. It's not working. I'm not seeing any evidence, right? Well, that right there, he's like, all right. He's like, nope, I don't want to hear it. And he got this door slammed in his face too, right? He had to go back and persist on it too. So don't knock yourself if you feel like it's not happening fast enough. You are learning, and you are learning something that is powerful and sustainable, that's going to last for the rest of your life if you allow yourself. So understand that your desire is going to happen. It is on its way. All right. I love Abraham Hicks used to say that when I used to listen to her. She says, just keep saying to yourself, it's on its way. It's on its way. It's on its way. And while it's on its way, I'm going to be the best version of myself, because when my desire comes, I want to keep it. I don't want to go back to this little pity party anymore. No. And I want to be here for the pretty party. No, no more pity party, only pretty party for me. So I'm going to keep being the best version of myself. I'm going to remind myself how wonderful I am, that I am deserving, I'm worthy of that and everything else. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. Okay. So I hope that this was helpful. By the way, do you guys like my new sign, The Rosey Life? I love it. All right. Let me see. I want to see if you guys have any questions. Let's see. Oh, it's irrelevant whether I'm worthy of it or not. I get what I want because I want to. Yes, you are worthy. You're already worthy. You don't. So when some people also say you're like, oh, you don't have to feel worthy to manifest what you want, they are completely correct. You don't have to love yourself. You don't have to feel worthy to manifest what you want. They are 100% right. But let me tell you, good luck keeping whatever it is that you manifested, because you're always going to bounce back to these automatic beliefs that are playing out in your mind, in your subconscious mind. And those are the ones that are going to manifest. So you might sporadically manifest something, but will you keep it? And think about your patterns in your life. Have you been able to keep money? Do you get money and then it's gone? You're like, some ungodly bill comes around and takes your money. That's what it feels like. Something's going to constantly happen and show up in your life to prove that these are your real beliefs. Do you see? So you want to get into these general beliefs of I am worthy, I'm deserving, and you can still visualize and you can affirm whatever you want. I'm not big on walking around all freaking day long focused on my thing, because it's a little obsessive. And if you care more about what you're manifesting than you do you, what is that saying? You are more important. You're saying that you're not the priority, that they are, or the money is, or the thing is, right? So that thing or that money or that person is not going to stay with you. It's going to leave again because they're the priority. Remember? Do you see? So make yourself the priority. Let's see. Sharon. Yay. Thank you so much, Sharon. So sweet. Let me come. Hey, Rosie, I have a question. How to deal with no contact SP? Well, I think I just talked about it. Who do you see where your focus is? Is you're the focus is on that. You are the change. They're not. They're not doing anything to you. They're just showing you what you believe to be true about yourself. And you have to ask yourself, what do you believe about yourself? What must I be believing that if you don't have contact, if you don't have communication, and I can almost I can't tell you with 100% certainty, Moon can, but I can almost guarantee that you probably have other things that are in no contact with you, like money or leveling up in positions or different things, right? Because when you have a belief, it's not just about the thing. It's going to, a belief is about, am I worthy? Am I deserving? Do I get what I want? Do I believe that I am powerful? Because that is where that no contact's coming from, about what you believe to be true. And it's going to spread itself out into your life in different ways that you are not in control of. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen to you. So it's just confirming what you believe to be true about yourself. So true, I am worthy. Affirming makes me feel better. I intended, it's wonderful. How beautiful are, how I am loved. I did it today, made me feel happy. Thank God. Yeah. Yeah. So one of my clients that I was working with just before I got on this call, I was, I was listening to her speak, and then I asked her, what it is that she would love to wake up feeling. Okay. And she just started talking started talking about other things, and I was taking notes. And what I heard, and I said, what I heard her say is that she is not feeling safe. She's not feeling worthy. She's not feeling enough, and not a priority. So I said, okay, when you wake up in the morning, that is exactly the first thing I want you to say to yourself. And she wrote them down, and I said, yeah, I'm feeling safe. I'm feeling loved. I'm feeling worthy. I'm feeling like I'm the number one priority. Like, you can literally wake up and begin momentum in your day by choosing how it is that you want to set your focus. Because if you notice, a lot of times when you're shifting and you're learning, right, you wake up, you might feel cranky, you might have had a bad dream, you might have whatever, something happened, right, you didn't get good sleep or whatever. But if you teach yourself to wake up to, this is like your little morning routine, right, you wake up, you're like, nope, I am feeling worthy, I am feeling loved, I am feeling safe, right, whatever your beliefs that you want to work on, you can wake up right there and just say those to yourself. You don't have to say them all day, but you just remind yourself, oh, yeah, I am feeling worthy. I am feeling safe. And then you will notice a difference in your day right there. Okay. And you can also imagine yourself. You can use that same time. If you want to visualize, you don't have to visualize. You can visualize, you can write them down, you can just say them out loud. I just say them out loud. Right. And sometimes I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, damn, you're cute. Right. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Okay. So here's my routine in the morning. I change my routine up quite a bit, but it's always about me. I might wake up and I might do some meditation. I used to do a little bit of visualizing, right? But I always wake up and do a little bit of meditation that includes how I want to feel that day. Like, I'll do some affirming within, or I'll imagine myself at the end of the day feeling like, yes, this is how my day went, right? Just feeling like, yes, right? And then I might do some breathing, I might do some breath work, and then I always make my bed. I always make my bed, and while I'm making my bed, I put one of my favorite songs on that is in the playlist in this YouTube channel. I have a playlist, and I'll pop one of those songs on there, and I'm dancing while I'm making my bed. And then I might go to the bathroom and take a cold shower if I'm needing one, and whatever, right? So I always get into the front of the mirror then, and I'll say these kind things to myself. And this is how I start my day. And nothing and no one's going to stop me from my little routine. I do this for me. Okay. So, and then I go on and do my other little things that I like to do, like stretching in the morning. I always spoil myself and get myself the best coffee, the best breakfast, and then I decide what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. So you having these little routines for yourself in the morning makes a huge difference. And I was working with this client, I was telling her, do something like this for yourself. And she's like, yeah, I'm totally going to do this, because when she noticed that she doesn't do that, she has a crappy day, and then one day can turn into momentum of another crappy day, right? So you want to always take charge in the morning. All right, even if you're sleeping with the affirmations, right? And you can also affirm that you wake up in the morning feeling happy, whole, healthy, complete, wanted, chosen. You're in charge. You can do whatever the hell you want, but just give yourself a leg up in the morning and go to sleep at night saying, I'm going to wake up feeling amazing. All right. So let's see. Thank God I don't. I did it last night laughing at myself. I know. It is so funny, right? I love laughing at myself. Sometimes I'm just giggling. And I'm just like, I'm so cute. I do find myself comparing. Yeah, I know comparing is a tricky one. I call it one of the sneaky ones. When you start comparing yourself to other people's, them manifesting success stories. Like I love posting success stories, and I used to not want to do it for two reasons. One, I wasn't legally allowed to because of my license that I was still under, and two, I also was a little shy about posting them because I didn't want other people to start comparing themselves. But then I realized, like, no, it doesn't matter. Okay. Because if you feel triggered by a success story, good. I'm happy you're triggered. You know why? Because if you're being triggered, it's trying to show you a belief. So triggers are good, all right? So if you get triggered and you find yourself comparing yourself, ask yourself, what am I believing that this is triggering me? Because I can get rid of this crap right now. Like literally, instantly. But you have to be honest with yourself. Like I'm totally comparing myself and the reason I'm feeling crappy when I read that story is because, and then you fill in the blank. And then that is your belief. And then you turn that around and you're like, no, bullshit. If it's happening for them, it's happening for me too. I always get what I want. I'm believing. I was doubting myself there for a second, but I don't anymore. I'm trusting myself and I'm believing in myself. I too get whatever the hell I want. We all get what we want. This is a humongous party, universal. We all get whatever the hell we want. We're all dancing together and jumping up and down. Okay, like it's one big nightclub. That's the mindset you can go into if you notice you get triggered. You're like, don't allow the trigger to take you down. Do not allow a trigger to take you down. Okay. Use the trigger, suck the nutrients out of it, like I say, or suck the lesson out of it and say, yeah, I win, not you. I win. I just made lemonade out of you. So there. All right. Let's see. I know, make sure I'm missing you guys. 8-hour affirmations have been making me feel so much better. Yes. So glad. Aren't they cool? I love listening to them. So I was cleaning my house the other day, and while doing so, I found an old tote bag that literally has "I am worthy" printed on it. Love it. Yeah, not a coincidence. You are being reflected what you are focused on. So that's a good one. Good one, Sabine. Love Abraham too. Yeah, I do too. Just don't get stuck into her vortex of having to feel happy all the time because that's some BS. Sharon, you are out, Abdullah. You are our Abdullah. Ah, yeah, that's so cute. I love it. Sing super cute. You guys are so cute. Hi, Rose, so cool. I caught alive. Yay! I totally know that for leaning feeling is always a sign. Yeah, do you guys, if any of you guys are from California, you've seen movies from California, and they have the Cholo lowriders, right? They're the lifted cars that bounce, right? And they do all these little tricks with the tires and stuff. And the guy, the person driving usually is on the wheel, right? He has a hand on the wheel, and he's like, "Yeah, he's just cruising down the road, right?" That is what I want you to imagine leaning back. My job, listen to my music and bounce, right? In my low rider. I love that song. Just an imagine a visual. Also, someone posted on that video that says that I talk about validating myself and valuing myself. One of you posted, which was a really cool description. She gave as an analogy, she said, if I make myself a priority, I'm the number one, and others are the number zero. If I make myself first, then all the other people add value to me. So it's 100, 1,000, right? That value keeps adding. But if I make the zero the priority and then I am one, then I'm always going to be less than one. And I'm like, oh, that was cute. I liked it. You guys should read it. So use whatever analogies you guys can for this to click in your head, because it might take you a moment to realize, like, oh my God, wait, there's nothing and no one I have to do out here. Everything I'm creating from within, it's all in my inner world. There's nothing I have to convince. I don't have to earn it. I don't have to try. I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to ask permission. I just have to do this work within. That's it. It's just me changing the way I feel and think about myself. That's it. So remember, there's no one to change but self. Change your conception of yourself, and your world automatically changes. So you don't have to go make it happen. It automatically just happens. And it's really beautiful. Really, someone in my Facebook group posted a story about this woman who years ago, when she was a little girl, she had a dollhouse. And oh my God, I love this story. She played with a little dollhouse when she was a little girl. And fast forward years later, as an adult, she won a sweepstakes where she won a prize, and the prize was a home. And she didn't know what the house was going to look like. And she got the address and was driving down the street, and she rolled up in front of the house. And guess what? The house looked identical to the little doll house that she played with as a little girl. What? Is that not the key to story? But that would, to me, I love these stories, and that's why it's important to read success stories, for you to see that no desire, nothing that you have dreamt of, wished for, I don't care how little you were, I don't care how long ago it was, nothing gets left unnoticed, and it all is coming to you. And all you have to do is trust in yourself and lean back and receive it, right? So the car, right? My little rider car. So those stories are just like, damn, it's like nothing ever goes unnoticed. And some things come fast, other things, how things move around for whatever reason, but it all will make sense to you. It'll feel like it would have happened anyway. Like Neville said, that means it will be natural. It'll happen natural in your world. It's not going to be like I'm on a really high floor in my building. Okay. I'm not expecting a unicorn with a basket to tap on the window and give me $1 million. That is not natural to me. Maybe it is to you, but it's not to me. So those things are, so I love reminding myself, it's like, it's going to feel like it would have happened anyway. So I'm just going to live my life and be me, the best version of me, so that my manifestations just happen to my life naturally. Okay. Let's see. I want to wake up. Oh, I missed that. Let me go back. I want to wake up feeling in control of my life in self-assured way, not insecure. Yeah. So you wake up, Bluebird, and you say, I'm feeling secure about myself. I'm feeling secure about my life. I always know what I want. I have clarity. I'm focused. I'm going to have the best day. Things are going to feel good for me. Do you see? And then you keep going on with your day. And also deciding, like, if you were the secure person in control of your life, like, what would be different about you? How would you feel differently? How would you think differently? And how would you see the world differently? And I would even take the moment to write it down and decide, it's like, dang, like, create a character from a movie. Like, how does this person look, smell, talk, right? And why do you do that? It's just so that you can feel her. And then you're just like, yeah, that's me. Okay, cool. So this is how it feels to feel secure, focused, confident in myself. And then I always get what I want. So now if you ever want to affirm it throughout the day, or you visualize her throughout, at night or whatever, you already took the time and you explained it. So your rational mind isn't like, well, what does that mean? But what if they have purple hair? And did they have a hat or no hat, in jeans or skirt? Do you see? Because a rational mind wants to know. So I like taking the time to write out, what does worthy mean? What does enough mean? What does valued mean? What does successful mean? Right? So the rational mind will shut the hell up. So when I say it, I already did the work. I'm like, be quiet. I already explained this to you. Let's keep it going. All right. Uh, let's see. I listen to so many others on YouTube, Shelly, Dylan, Joseph, but I love your teachings. I'm listening to a friend. I feel I'm listening. Aw, thanks, Al. You know what? Everybody is wonderful. Like everybody you mentioned on there, they're all wonderful. And everybody has their own way of teaching, their own style based off of their beliefs and their background and what they've learned. None of us are perfect. No coach, no YouTuber is perfect. No one has all the answers, yet we all are perfect and we all have the answers, if that makes sense. Right? In other words, the only person that you really need to listen to is yourself. That's the only one. And you can cherry pick what you want to believe and discard the rest. And I always just say, listen to your body. Your body's going to feel comfortable, natural, and it's going to lean in and want more, right? But if you're feeling like you're forcing or you're trying to do it some other person's way, it's going to feel forced and like you're trying and controlling. And you don't want to feel that. You want to feel natural, relaxed, and like no effort. All right. Uh, Answer a question about ex best friend back in your life. Had a misunderstanding. It's no different. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be a kid, a kitten you lost, right? It could be a family member you haven't seen for a long time. It's just a person. All right. Specific person means everybody. I've been saying this for a while. Specific people means anybody, anyone. And it could be a specific job, it could be a specific car, it could be a specific whatever, dog, right? You can manifest anything. The only person that you have to ever change is yourself, going within, right? Going within. And just ask yourself, why did this person leave? Is this the only person that is left? Or do I have a pattern of people leaving my life? Then I have a belief within me of some sort, right? Like maybe I'm not good enough, or I don't know how to have a good relationships, or people always will leave, or what belief do I have within me? So then you just check it and you're like, no, I'm really good at relationships. I'm good at all relationships. In fact, I put that in one of my sleep meditations on purpose because I wanted to make it very general. Like, I'm great at relationships. Relationships means professional, romantic, friend, family, neighborly, whatever. Okay. Having general beliefs is so much easier to focus on than a specific thing, right? Then you get obsessed and that becomes really weird and it feels forced. And now we're back to controlling, not feeling worthy, and those kind of things. All right. I like to listen to the nighttime affirmations in the morning during my stretching. Yeah, that's great. Listening all night, every night disturbs my sleep too much. Maybe, Melina, you might have it on too loud. So you want to have it on, you can have it low, just low enough. Trust me, your subconscious mind is listening and picking up on it. Just like I've asked people to stop falling asleep with the television on, like not even my clients, like my doormen and my building and people that I meet when I'm out and about. And when they tell me, oh, I have to fall asleep with television on, otherwise I can't fall asleep. And I'm like, what are you listening to for those 8 hours? They're like, I don't know. And I said, do you really want to fall asleep with 8 hours of television content that you don't know anything about? And your mind is literally recording everything as if it were true, whether you were awake or not to disagree with it. I didn't think so. And then they tell me that they stop sleeping with it and then they all of a sudden get good night's sleep. Isn't that funny? So when you're sleeping, that's what's so cool is that you're just downloading. That's all you're doing. It's like you're downloading. How many of you do the new, what is it, the new iOS system when you're awake? You don't. You do that when you're asleep. Why? Because it takes so long. So you can just do that while you're sleeping. Same thing. You're downloading cool things about yourself. So maybe try it down lower, but you can do it during the day too. Either way. Can you answer a question about, or I already answered that. Yes. Let's see. What happens if two people want same thing? Well, it Okay, so if you right there, you're comparing yourself and you're assuming there's competition, there's no competition. Why are you assuming there's even competition? Do you see? If you have that winner mentality, I always win, there's no competition. Like I literally am all, what's competition? I can't resonate with this. Do you see? If you're focused on you, I always get what I want. I'm the priority. I'm always chosen. I'm worthy. I'm deserving. I always get everything handed to me. I just lean back and it comes to me. I don't know how, I don't know when. I just know I get it. I'm not focused on anything else. I don't care. It's irrelevant. Next. And that goes for everything, people, business, money, job interviews. It's like there's no competition. I'm the best thing here. That's where you want to get that confidence. Okay. A song for your motivation playlist, All of the Above by T-Pain and Main. So happy and uplifting. Oh, check it out. Thanks, Al. Chia and Chong is hilarious. I know. Low rider. Yeah, put it on if you have to and get your groove on into whatever helps you. Bluebird, thank you for sharing your wisdom. You are an inspiration to me, and I'm thankful I found your channel. I vibe with your way of explaining. Oh, thanks, Bluebird. I'm so glad. I know there's something for everyone, and there's someone for everyone. Thank you, Elle. What about tarot readers? Why am I reading still so bad when I feel so good with myself? Okay, you can't blame the tarot readers. Me personally, I don't do those. I used to spend so much freaking money on psychics and tarot readers. I am totally calling myself out right now. That was so long ago, and I don't do that BS. Here's why. There you pushed out. So remember I talked about you can feel good, but if you still have these beliefs about what you're deserving of, worthy of, or that you're good enough or whatever, they're reading this. They're not reading what you're feeling in the moment. They're like tapped into what is dominant. And this is always going to be dominant, what your beliefs are, okay? What you're immediately conscious, awake, like right now, what you're focused on, that's what a lot of people think. Oh, they're going to read my mind. No, they're picking up what you really believe. Okay. So that is why I'm like, you know what? First of all, I don't need anyone to tell me what I want or what I'm going to have because I already decided. I don't need your permission, validation, approval. Thank you very much. Right? Why would I give you 20 bucks, 50 bucks, $100 when I'm the one in charge here and I'm telling you what I'm going to get? I don't need you to tell me what I'm going to get. I'm my own psychic. Do you see? So do not ever give your power away to anyone. Don't ever ask someone's permission. Don't ask someone if they think you can have it. Don't ask someone if you're going to get it. That is giving your power away and you're paying them. You are paying them and you're giving your power away. It's a double insult. Stop it, right? This is my opinion, okay? I am not going to give my power away and pay someone while I'm at it. No, thank you. Okay, so I am my power. I'm the one that decides what I want. I call the shots in my life. I'm the one that decides how to manifest, what to manifest, who to manifest. If I manifest, I'm the one deciding all of that. And when you really get this, it's all coming from in here. Anything and anyone out here, meaning in your external world, is literally irrelevant because they're just showing you what you believe. That's it. What you assume to be true. That's all they're doing. So it's like fighting with yourself when you're disagreeing with someone on the outside. But that's not true. I don't believe that. And then they're saying, yes, well, that's what we're seeing in the card or whatever. And you're just like, that's not true. I don't feel like that. Well, they're just showing you what you believe to be true. So arguing with them is pointless. Instead, say, thank you very much. I'm never going to give you another dime, but thank you for telling me that I'm still not believing that this is mine and this is possible or that I'm worthy or deserving. I'm going to go home and change this now. And bye. You'll see me walk by with my desire. Next. Let's see. What about, I got that. Thanks for asking a question about the ex best friend. So I'm not quite sure how to draw people into your life. It's not okay. So it's not about drawing people into your life. It's about you becoming the version of you that always has the best friends. You have the best friends in the world. It's like I can say, I have the best friends in the world. I am worthy. I'm great at relationships. Anybody that I want to be with, they want to be with me too. Anything that I want, that wants me too. And it includes money, people, business, car, job, whatever, house, pet, whatever, right? I always get what I want. It's about you changing your beliefs about yourself. So it has nothing to do with a person or a thing. It's you changing the way you believe about yourself. So you don't have to try to draw. It's not a magic trick. Okay. You don't have to force people. You're not like attracting people. No, they're just coming to you because they automatically want to be with you because you're freaking amazing. I'm amazing. I'm confident. Everybody loves me. If I want to be someone's friend, they want to be my friend too. I've had so many people who have had falling out with their best friends or friends, and boom, they come right back in when they focus on themselves. How? I'm worthy, I'm lovable, I'm loving, I'm so cool, I'm cute, I'm fun to be with, I'm really good at relationships. And you got to get real with yourself. If you weren't great at relationships with yourself, get real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Were you too needy? Did you feel insecure? Were you scaring them away? Were you too demanding? Were you a cheapo with them? What was it? And then you go within and you change that. You're like, no, I'm generous, I'm sweet, I'm kind, I'm thoughtful, I always know the right things to say. I'm really good at relationships. And you're going to see that these people are just going to come to you. All right. That's at the most basic level right there, is making the focus on you and changing the conception of yourself. That's what every single video on my channel is about. It's about focusing on you. Okay. Uh, Best answer ever. You're welcome. You get it now? Okay, good. Just don't overcomplicate it. Just focus on you, because your higher self, I promise you, just like that woman, if you didn't hear me say, that woman as a little girl played with a little dollhouse as a little kid. And she imagined living in that little house. She like loved that little house. And then fast forward years later, as an adult, she gets into a sweepstakes, wins it, and wins a house that looks exactly like the dollhouse. She didn't sit around and visualize that she was going to move into a life-size dollhouse. No, because your higher self is so aware of every little tiny thing that you want. Once you say, I want it, boom, done. It's already on the list. Like Santa, it's already on the list, right? And all you have to do is receive it, allow it. How? By being the version of yourself that receives, allows. I'm confident, I'm worthy, I'm deserving of everything that I want. I believe in my power. And if you're feeling like you don't, then you do things like sleep with these nighttime affirmations. You can imagine yourself, visualize yourself as already believing, right? The less you try, you guys, the less you try to manifest, the faster I notice that I manifest. The more I try, the more I try to do things, that's when I noticed that I wasn't feeling deserving and worthy. And I was controlling, manipulating, being perfect, trying to perfectly manifest, because I'm going to read all the books. I'm going to listen to all the coaches. I'm going to take notes. Like I was like a killer student. Okay. I had almost straight A's with all my degrees. And I was like nailing. They even asked me to come back and teach at the same university I got my graduate degrees at. Okay. I was a really good student. So I know the minds of perfectionism because I was one of them. I'm like, I'm doing everything right. I'm going to do it. And this deadline and this dot and check this, check. Okay, I did everything. Where's my stuff? That is what it feels like. Okay. This mentality has to go when it comes to manifesting. This is about you reminding yourself that you're already worthy. You have nothing to prove, nothing to do, nothing to work for. You don't have to make it happen. You don't have to try. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to tell anybody that, yeah, you have to give it to me. You don't have to know someone at the right place. You're always going to receive it. So investing in yourself in any and all ways. If you don't invest in yourself, and what I mean by that is investing in what you're thinking, investing in even like meditating, investing in your business, investing in you leveling up some way. If you're not investing in yourself, you are doing yourself a big disservice. If you're just waiting around for everyone just to give you the answers and give you, no. You want to invest in yourself so that you free yourself from relying on other people to give you the answers, to give you everything. You want to free yourself and you want to read books. You want to take care of your body. You want to eat the best. You invest in yourself in any way. Okay. Let's see, how to trust that it's done. I think I just covered that, right? If you're not believing that something is done, are you not believing that this works? Are you not believing that you are this powerful? Are you not believing that you're worthy and deserving? Right? Are you believing this? All right. Do you believe that you're of high value? Because your mirror can't lie. Your mirror is your life, is your world. All right. So if you're questioning and doubting, and be honest with yourself, be honest, because the faster you're honest, the faster you get to turn it around. But if you lie to yourself, you're like, I do believe, and you don't see any, well, time to get honest, right? So that's where I would go with that. I am doing the job I loved playing when I was a child. Was even thinking it today. I love my work. Yes, that's awesome. I'm just going to focus everything on my self concept now. Yep, money, love, etc. Seems like that's the key to everything. My business and yes, all of it, everything, everything. Focus on you. Focus only on you. I have a friend of mine who I've just been talking to, and when we go out, we just hang out. We talk about manifesting, and he's kind of new to like the whole thing. And I have not, with the way that I taught him about manifesting was the way that I wish I would have learned it about it. Is like I literally didn't even talk too much about manifesting. I just started teaching him about self-concept. It's like, the way you see yourself, change your self-image. Just start telling yourself that you're worthy. Just start saying that you're the best at what you do, that you're the top salesperson. Just start telling yourself these days, and wake up doing this. And he started doing that in like immediately, within hours, in days, his business is growing. And he's like, what the hell, Rose, what are you doing? He's like, are you like some magic witch or something? Because he's like, everything that you're telling me to do, it's working. And I said, yeah. I said, you're manifesting these things. It's coming from you. It's not me. It's you. And he was just like, damn. So let me retrace that for you guys. I didn't teach him about manifesting or Neville Goddard or techniques. I didn't teach him any techniques. All I did was I taught him to focus on himself. And by the focusing on himself, his life is literally changing, like so drastically, in amazing ways. Like his face looks different, everything. He's even helping his mom out, coming out of her being very negative. He is like completely changing. His business is changing. Everything is going so amazing for him. And it's really cool because, again, I didn't teach him about manifesting. I just taught him how to really love himself, focus on himself, changing the concept of herself, right? So just go back to the basics, okay? Just and trust that you are doing it right. Just trust that you're doing it right. Uh, Thank you so much. Felt so overwhelmed trying to manifest in all these different areas. Yeah, scrap all the techniques, right? Just literally just start believing in yourself, focus on yourself, building up. Think about things that people, I was a psychotherapist for years, okay? And think about, even before you knew about manifesting, think about what you would hear people would go to a coach for, like just a regular life coach, or a therapist, right? Or go to counseling for. Why do people, when they have problems and then they learn to build up their self-confidence, right? Even your school counselor, if some of you had school counselors or school social workers, right, that they do little groups and after school programs, how to build your self-esteem, how to feel more confident, right? Those kind of things. Those are the reasons that people found themselves feeling unhappy with, because they weren't feeling confident. They had low self-esteem. They didn't feel good about themselves. They didn't believe they could do it. So they had tutoring and math tutoring and whatever, right? So go back to the basics before you even knew about manifesting and say, you know what? How can I make myself feel good? How can I elevate my self-esteem by feeling confident, by feeling good about myself, by doing things that I enjoy? And you will see that the more you do that, everything just instantly starts shifting, because you are focusing in the right direction now. But now you also have this awareness that you are a powerful manifester, and then you can have whatever the hell you want. And when you're doing it from a place of feeling confident, feeling good about yourself, and then you say, I want this, right? Like, I want that, I want this, right? Just yesterday I went to the grocery store, and I got out of my car and I was walking in the store, and I thought, and I'm like, oh, I just said to myself, I'm so happy and grateful money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. That's Bob Proctor's affirmation, by the way. And I just said it once. And then I came out to the check stand, and literally there was no one around. On the floor in the middle of the grocery store, there was a $10 bill. And I'm like, oh, cool, thanks. And I just picked it up. Then I walk out to the car, and then there was change right in front of my car, right there on the ground. And I'm like, huh, isn't that cool? That is what I'm talking about. You will be speedy because your focus is in here. It doesn't mean that you'll never like affirm or visualize or script for something, but that's what people try to do, that and force it, instead of being focused on feeling worthy and good enough. All right. Or whatever belief that you are struggling with. Let's see. Great session. Focus only on me. Yay. Love to hear that. Amazing for him. Next to me. Yes. It literally is so possible for everybody and everything that you're wanting to manifest or have in your life. I live beside a loud street, so I do have the nighttime affirmations on loud enough to understand them, but do they need to be loud enough so that I can't understand the words? No, as long as you can hear it, that's all that matters. As long as you can hear it, that's all you need. Okay. And just trust yourself. So, you know what? I'm going to go to sleep. This is how I feel when I fall asleep to any affirmations at night. I go to sleep and I'm like, I get to go to sleep, and my I am, or the universe, or my subconscious, whatever you want to call it, it's going to do its job now. Do your job and go listen to this stuff, because I believe all of it. I believe all of it. Just take it in and store it in there and wash all the old stuff away. Now I'm going to go to sleep. Now do your job. So it's almost, for me, it's like it feels reassuring that I'm being taken care of while I'm sleeping. And then when I wake up, I'm like, yeah, cool. I had these wonderful downloads happen all night. I can't wait to see what happens today with them. Do you see? So it's always, I'm believing that they work. I'm knowing that they work. So I don't worry about volume and did I hear everything and all that stuff. I heard the brain turns up the volume during sleep 20 times. Yeah, it does, because you're sleeping and it thinks that you're in danger. So it has to protect you. So remember, that's the part of our body, the brain, it doesn't go to sleep, but part of your brain goes to sleep, but your mind is awake. And the mind is what scientifically, right, people call more like subconscious, right? And spiritually, it's the I am, right? Or the God, Allah, whatever you want to call it, right? That is always awake. Why? To protect you. So the volume does increase because it's like, oh no, she's asleep. We got to take care of her. It's like she passed out. So now we got to be very vigilant on what's going on here. Okay. It's like your little watchdog trying to take care of you. So it's listening, I promise you, in a good, non-creepy way. Hi, Mindset. Rose, my SP, has been ghosting me. Well, why don't you tell me why you think that's happening, mindset with Sally? Because that is your belief that you got going on. That is just showing a reflection of you. Okay? Nothing is happening to you. Nothing and no one is doing anything to you. It is happening to, right? It is happening because of a belief that you have. So it's not happening to you, right? So what belief do you have? What are you saying to yourself? What are you assuming to be true that you're seeing this evidence on the outside? Because that is what the only thing that you have to correct within is your assumptions. Change them, change the conception of yourself and the world automatically. So you are effectively manifesting this right now. So if you can do that, that means if I can do it this way, that means I can do it this way. So how did I get here with this result that I don't like? What do I have to believe differently, assume differently to get this result? That's all you got to ask. Yeah, so that person has more focus and attention than you are giving yourself. That's what you're saying. And if you missed the beginning of the video, I talk a lot about that in the worthiness. So you can rewatch it from the beginning. You're saying to your subconscious, do your job now. I'm going to go enjoy myself. Yep. Made me realize that we were trying so hard to do subconscious job. Yes, Bluebird, you nailed it. We are not here to do our subconscious job. It's not your job. Your job is to have fun using the five senses, play, go have stuff, have experiences, and let the subconscious do its job, right? It's their job, right? So I remember one night I came home really late, and one of the nighttime doormen was distracted looking in some cabinet or something. And I was knocking on the door because I forgot my key. And so I had to call my son to come down and let me in. And my son was really annoyed with the doorman and he's like, what is he doing? He's like, it's his job to answer the door. He's a doorman. He's not doing his job. That's his job. So I think about the subconscious the same way. It's like, it's your job. Do your job, but in a loving way. And I'm very grateful and thankful, right? And I'm like, just do your job. Go make it happen. I'm going to go have a sandwich or take a nap or whatever. Do you see? But you got to allow the person to do the job, not micromanage the subconscious or I am. It's like, you're not here to micromanage. Don't make, you don't have to watch it. It's like, wait, why are you, I don't want that one. No, move to the left. Right. No, you're that. And that's what people are doing when they're trying. It's like, stop micromanaging your subconscious. Let it do its job. And what is your job? Your job is to chill, relax, lean back, drive your lowrider. Okay. Affirmation says stop feeling good as I am wanted and valued and I am appreciated. Yes. Look at what you just said, mindset. Still too focused on him, right? Get the focus off. Put it on you. Who cares about what is going on out there? Focus on you. If you're feeling like you're leaning in and you're too attached, ask yourself, am I feeling worthy? Am I feeling deserving, right? I'm too focused on somebody else, not giving away my power. It's like going to a tarot card reader asking for validation. Stop going to someone else for validation. It's you. You're creating it from within. I am worthy. I am feeling loved. I don't need anyone to tell me I'm loved. I am loved, right? I am validated. I am confident. I don't need you to tell me I'm confident. I know I'm confident. I am worthy. I am deserving. Do you see? And you do that within until it sticks. And that might take a minute or might take you a week. Who cares if it took you a year? Because once you do it, you will never want to stop because you're going to feel freaking amazing. We literally have a whole device system that translates our inner world for us. Yes, we do. And you are just learning how to drive it. That's it. Yeah, go back to the beginning and watch it from the beginning, and a lot of these things will make sense to you about what I'm talking about if you just jumped in. Mindset with Sally. So, all right, my loves. Oh, I've been on here for over an hour. um, but this has been fun, and I wanted to come in and say hi. And I love you guys all so much. And I do offer email coaching, and I have some other programs that I'm working on. So, been busy with working with my programs, and I have clients that are flying into Chicago for me to help them with their business. And I do mindset work, and I work on building up their business. So, but I truly love coming on here and talking to you guys and sharing what I know. And I grow every day. I'm on my journey. I'm not going to pretend that I have all the answers. I have all the answers with me, and I'm discovering them more and more every day. So as I grow and I have my awakening and moments, and oh my God, this is so much easier than we thought. I love coming on and sharing it with you. Be kind and patient with yourself wherever you are on your journey. Don't push it. Don't try. You're not in a hurry. Time is in your favor. You're going to get everything you want. So be loving and gentle with yourself and do the work. Don't lie and cheat yourself out of this work of seeing yourself as worthy, letting go of all these old stories and beliefs. Don't try to fast forward it just to get a thing. Honestly, do it because you deserve it, because you are deserving, because you are worthy. And you're here to remember that. That is all of our purpose, is to remember who we are and that we can have whatever we want. Okay, so the remembering is first, is remembering who we are and remembering that we're deserving and worthy of it all. And once you get that, you will never go back on it because you'll understand that you can have anything and it is all here for your taking. All right, so love you guys. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.